Hello, I am Icebeast and welcome back to another Crusader Kings 2 tips and tricks video. On this video, I will show you how to assign generals to troops even when you're on minimum crown authority, as well as how to ensure your king is not leading troops, even though you thought you removed him from doing so. First, however, let's start with minimum crown authority. So here I'm showing you that in fact I have set it to minimum crown authority. This is because the game has just started in the 867 start. I've advanced it very slightly to get my troops rounded up. And if we look at our troops, in fact we cannot assign generals because, as it says, crown authority is too low. But it turns out this is not strictly true. You can always assign generals to your personal domain and your retinues. So I'll separate out my retinue, my barony, and my other barony, basically anything that's not a liege levy or a mercenary. If we look at it, lo and behold, I can assign troops to wherever I want. I can put the best guys leading each part. I can remove them. I can assign, a powerful duke. I can remove him, replace him with this guy again. And there we go. And now you're saying, okay, great. Merge them back together. And now I have guys leading troops. So you're like, what happened to the 15th ranked guy? Well, he's probably just somewhere else in the tree. Here he is. I can just move him over here. And now he's leading this force. And, I can always balance things out. But lo and behold, I have my best guys leading my forces. Now you might be saying, hey wait Icebeast, I only have one barony. How can I do this? Well, it turns out you can still do this even if you only have one holding. We're going to use another trick. So first I will separate out my two baronies. And I'll simply lower them. This will act as if my retinue is my only barony. And then what I can do is I can put my retinue in a separate unit. Come here. And basically just resign everybody that is currently leading troops. So let me find any character who's currently leading troops and resign them. There's one more, Orson. Excellent. Now nobody is leading troops. Fantastic. And then I can just merge the forces back together. And now I can assign generals wherever I want. And this is because the game always lets you assign generals to empty units. So here I'll assign the three best guys again. So this is another way as well that you can assign generals by just pulling out one personal thing and removing all the currently assigned generals and then assigning generals. I hope this has helped you learn how to assign generals even when you're on minimum crown authority. Now I will show you how to ensure that your king is not leading troops. So there have been many times, I'm sure, where you started a war only to discover that your king is leading your army. As you can see right here, Maharaja Hasty is leading my army. First thing to note is if you're sieging, you can always pause the game, move the army out, change leaders and stuff like that, and then move back, and that won't break the siege timer at all, as you can see. Anyways, what we want to do is make sure our leader isn't leading troops anymore. So I'm going to reassign him like you normally would, pick a better leader, and bam, you're like, oh great, my guy's not leading troops anymore, let's continue with the siege, I'll be great. Turns out that might not be the case. If we come here, it says, holy crap, I'm still leading troops. And the reason this is if we go into the actual regiment view here, we see that I'm leading this specific retinue. And if I switch to another leader who's already leading troops, all it does is move them around in this regiment view. So, for example, if I took Savendra, we would just trade spots, but I'm still leading troops. Well, one way to deal with this is just to pick somebody who's not leading troops, and that will guarantee that you get removed. The other way to deal with this is to just resign. This is the easiest way to solve this problem, is to just resign the character rather than reassign them. And then you can assign whoever else you would like. Sometimes you'll get this bug where it won't let you resign a character on a flank. And the reason this comes up is when you're in the extended view, sometimes it just gets confused and doesn't like letting you resign. You can also solve this problem even if you're in the extended view or in the retinue view, the regiment view as I like to call this, by just moving them to the center, and then you should be able to resign them. Or you can close as I did and resign them. I hope that helps you a little bit with army management as well as assigning generals when you are on minimum crown authority. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. You can watch my CK2 playthroughs on my channel, and otherwise I will see you guys on the next CK2 tips and tricks video.